Big deal. That's always went with the territory. I'll see you in Disneyland.
My defense, because I am such a part of it. I mean, I obviously I'm going to bear the consequences, so why not bear the responsibility?
Okay, sir, is she still alive?
You're alive.
When was the last time you saw her?
Mama? I killed Dean.
Brian?
Ma'am?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Welcome to 50 States of Madness.
You ready? Welcome to 50 States of Madness.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back for another week.
Welcome back. Hope everybody had a wonderful new year.
Yes.
Safe.
That's perfectly said. Safe.
Yes, safe. I was safe. I was safely in bed by 9 o'clock.
I was working on, well, that's for our Patreon episode. Don't
Ooh,
ever want to know.
I like it. You want to know what we did on New Year's?
Eve?
Subscribe to the Patreon.
So now we'll just get into our story.
Exactly.
Everybody must be wondering, like, why do they have the other podcast, Into the Weeds? This is a shoot the shit kind of a reaction video, but not because we've seen some of these videos already. But we want to share with you what's been going on in the life of Gypsy Rose.
Yeah. And I wanted to show them from this actual podcast because these people are the ones to thank for actually these videos being released. So go to Into the Weeds. They have a YouTube channel and a podcast. So make sure that you subscribe on both. They do some fantastic stories, not all true crime, but they do some alien stuff. They have
some Bigfoot stuff, Sasquatch.
Yeah. Say that 10 times fast. But yeah, it's a great podcast. So make sure you're subscribed to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously not go over every single video that was released because we would be here till next Christmas, but we're just going to, talk about some clips about some of the disturbing things that were released in these videos between Gypsy Rose and Nick Godejohn.
These were videos that were created before what happened to her mother.
Correct.
And these videos they used in the court proceedings that weren't aired.
Yeah. And I think to read about them is one thing, but when you see these videos actually in motion, it puts a whole different spin on things than if you're actually like just reading it. But to see how she's acting, how he's acting. We've done multiple videos on her, but, obviously at different stages. And so when these were released, I was really curious just, and these were released because of the Freedom of Information Act. And so these are the people that you guys have to thank if you want to thank anybody, because they're the ones to give credit to. It's very disturbing to watch these videos, especially now that Gypsy Rose has a daughter, because some of the things that she says in these videos is very disturbing.
Especially now that she's free. I don't know how long it takes for someone to petition for. I don't know how long you have to wait until after a court case, but I really think that this should have been shown before her parole hearing or at her parole hearing, because I feel like maybe she wouldn't have been released as early as she was.
The judge is kicking himself in the ass right now. I was reading some of the comments and these people are just going off. Like, they're supposed to be role playing, apparently. But she is Damona and Nick is her master. It's very BDSM-ish. Like, she talks about wearing a chain around her neck. She speaks of him as she is a human and he is a vampire. And she says that he can have her neck, like suck her blood out anytime he needs to. But we're going to watch and just kind of discuss as we go along.
Hi, my wonderful, amazing, absolutely sexy master. It is your one and only Damona, your slave, forever and ever. Well, today is our happy 1 year anniversary. And, I'm so excited. This past year year has been amazing. It has been the most adventurous, wild, almost kind of like story almost, because things like this usually only happen in books. Well, as you can see, I changed my hair color, but I hope you like it. And I'm wearing my favorite color plus your favorite color, black. And well, they are vampire colors. So, and what makes us so unique from other couples is that you and me have a vampire and human relationship, which I would think vampires would want to date other vampires, but I'm quite lucky that you want me. And I know that there are probably female vampires out there, but I'm very happy that you want me. Being with you has made me almost feel like a new person. When I met you, I felt, that's him, that's my soulmate. To be honest, the way I view us is kind of like twins. Because you might know, since you're very wise, that twins, if one of them gets cut, let's say that one of them like cuts their finger, the other twin will feel it and be like, that's weird, I didn't cut my finger. But then they'll talk to their other twin or whatever, and their other twin might not even know it, but their finger got cut. And, you know, the other twin will feel it. And that's how I consider us almost, is that even though we're so far apart, if one of us is hurting, the other will hurt. And so if like you hurt, I'll hurt. And it's hard being away from your soulmate because it feels like you don't know what's happening to them in that moment, but then when you know that they're alright, your mind is at ease and you just feel a whole lot better. And I feel like I'm linked to you, mind, body, and soul. So, and I think that's the way it should be. You know, I think that we've been open and honest with each other about our feelings and about every day-to-day life. And I know I've made some mistakes. I'll admit it, I have a habit of being kind of a know-it-all at times. And like recently, me and Gypsy forgot the password for our Facebook, and we just changed it without even telling you or asking you if it's okay. And that was a bad move on our part. You know, it's not fully my fault and it's not fully her fault. It was both our fault. And so now we know before we do anything, ask you. Because you are our master. You are responsible for us. We are y'all bitches, I guess. Because, you know, you're in charge of everything and you have complete control over us.
Okay, so that was the first thing that I noticed was they're talking about role playing. So if you're role playing, she's talking about being Demona and Gypsy. That's not role playing. No. You're basically saying you have two personalities.
Yeah, because if you're role playing, you're that person. Yeah, she's not saying me. She said we.
Us. She's talking about us, me and Gypsy. So right now she's Demona. I mean, we're going to finish watching this because this is only 14 minutes long, but there's hours and hours and hours, but this one I think is the most controversial clip. But what I saw in the comments a lot was, if you notice in this video, right behind her is a cordless phone. So if she is in so much danger, Why isn't she picking up the phone and calling the police for help? Because she claimed that like she was never able to call for help or whatever the case may be, right? So there's a phone setting right behind us. She has access to this, right?
Well, she has access to Facebook. She's got her Facebook.
Yeah.
She's video recording.
And what is she record? I'm assuming that a lot of this stuff was recorded maybe on a camera and not a phone. But nevertheless, there's a phone right there. It's so disturbing to listen to the stuff that she says. And honestly, I had never really saw an interview, or I hadn't seen a lot of video of Nick. And when I watched that, honey, the land, this guy is terrifying. He's not mean. Like he's not, he's just as mentally ill as her. It's just like, and the two of them together, it's just a recipe for disaster. I can't, the wig is just killing me.
No, she did her hair.
Everything.
She changed her hair color.
Yeah, I mean, the signs are all there.
She doesn't seem sane.
I don't believe that she received any therapy while she was incarcerated. So
I think that should have been the number
in
one
itself
thing.
Is ridiculous coming off of, and again,
which
I'm
is
not
fine if she stayed in jail,
of course,
but she's out free.
She's out. I'm not saying that what her mom did to her was right, but to think that you could go through all of that and then be incarcerated for as long as she was, and then just come out into the real world and get married and have a baby.
She did have group therapy when she was in prison, and her condition of her parole for her to participate in an outpatient program. So she has continued to see therapists.
I think that she did a lot of things when she was first released that she probably was not supposed to do. I believe that there were like a lot of things where people were like, she's violating parole. Like with her moving, with Ryan at first and now with Ken. I believe once these things were dropped, these videos, she's gone completely silent. On social media. I don't know if she's addressed any of this, because again, I think reading them is one thing, but when you see this all play out in front of you, it's a whole different ball game than just reading it on a piece of paper. Like when you hear her voice and then you see the, what she looks like.
Our health. You're responsible for everything, our health, our safety, our happiness, just everything. And I'm really grateful to you for being my master and protecting us and making sure we're healthy and safe and happy. And everything that you've done is to make us be stronger women and make us the women that we know we can be. And it's your dream, woman. And that's what we want to be. And it's inside us. You just bring that out in us. Now, the topic I want to talk about most with you is my feelings for you. And they're not only just grateful feelings for protecting us and loving us and making sure that we're healthy and happy and safe, but it's also a feeling of contentment and this love that I can only describe, and it would sound like a book. It would sound, not real, because love like ours is very, very rare. And my feelings for you is that I'm your slave. So my sole purpose is to please you and to love you and to keep you content and keep you happy and be the woman that you dream of having. And if you need anything, that I'll be there for you, whether it's emotional support or if it's a sexual desire, like to fulfill that desire, I'm here for you. And I'm here for you also if you need someone to sort of talk to if you're angry about something, and maybe I can calm you down, whether that be talking to you or seducing you to make you happier about whatever's making you angry. So, and I'm not only just your slave, but I'm also your queen. Or at least I'm gonna be as soon as we get married, which I am so happy because one day, that's something that we thought of this year, is that one day we are gonna have a vampire wedding. So we're gonna go all out into the tradition of having a vampire wedding. And we're gonna do it somewhere that it's very pretty but very isolated, because I want it to be just a private, just you and me and maybe Ricky and Allie, but that would be the only guest. And that night we would have the most awesome, amazing wedding night ever, and that's whenever we break out the handcuffs and rope.
At the wedding. They're going to break out the handcuffs and rope at the wedding.
Why not? Where else are you going to do it?
Just completely
Can't wait till the reception.
within each other, and just completely letting out how we feel about each other in one time span of doing it all. You know, so we'd be having not only sex, but we'd be making love as vampires
at the wedding,
and humans,
as vampires,
as well as
and
master
humans,
and slave. So
and master and slave.
it would be a very special moment for us. So that's something I'm very looking forward to. Also, my dress will be very pretty. It's going to be a nice, beautiful red, with maybe some black accents to it, and maybe I can carry some red roses with, I know these don't really exist in real life, but black roses. I know they're not real flowers, but I can get them plastic. So I'll have red roses, a bouquet of red roses with black roses. Black
Looks like she's got
plastic
everything.
roses.
She doesn't need a party
so
planner.
that'll be very pretty.
She's planned out.
And so that's something that I cannot wait for. But I will wait till we have that perfect time in our life. Also, as your slave, I want you to know that I'm working very, very hard to become something very special called the seductress mother of the household. And right now I'm working to get my white collar. So there are color collars to gain up to that royal collar, which I can only get whenever we get married and I've completed my whole training.
What is she training in? Can you pause that?
She's training. She's moving up the ranks.
Of what?
Being his slave.
So there's different collars to the slaves?
I mean, according to her, yeah. And then she gets a specific one, like when she marries him, that's when she gets the white collar, I believe she said. Get with the program.
I have not heard any of this. Am I behind? But where do you get this idea of collars?
She's just talking out her ass this whole time. Like, I mean,
okay. Can we talk about where the mom is this entire time?
That's what everybody's saying. There's a fucking phone right here.
Yeah, but
pick up the phone and call for help.
And how are these videotapes getting back and forth to each other if it's not done through FaceTime or uploading, which I'm going to assume it's an upload, and she's sending it to him?
Yeah.
Were they not seeing each other in real life? Did they live apart from each other? I don't know the real deep history on these two.
I believe the mom was kind of keeping them from each other.
And so they were doing these videos. But yeah, where's the mom the whole entire time where she's dressed sexy in Damona's outfit talking about sex?
Well, her mom, I think she says, no, that's in a different video. I watch so many fucking videos. But there's one where they're in Cape Cod and they're like at this medical convention. And it's really sad because, like, her mom looks and sounds so happy. She's, like, dancing in the hallway of their hotel. And, like, it was a really cute video. But I was like, damn, dude, she just fucked that bitch up. Like, she straight just shanked her ass to death.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, but what's she doing at a medical convention if they have no medical issues? Like,
Well,
it's just this.
well, because
mom's crazy.
It's oh no, 100%. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
I think it's hereditary. It's in the genes, man.
That's what I'm worried about, is that she has a daughter, and
Yes,
you know, and you don't think
that's the most disturbing part. Is like
Yeah.
towards the end when she starts talking about.
her daughter.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to that point.
So, but I'm gonna get it. I am determined to get it, and I will get it. It's just a matter of when. So I had this vision. Well, Gypsy had this vision about me and you, and she was, you was sitting on kind of like a throne. You had a black shirt and black pants, and I was right by your side, like right here, by your legs, and you had me on a chain, but I had my royal collar with a chain, and you had the chain in your hands, in a room full of people. I don't know, the dream doesn't have a lot of explanations or whatever, but that's all she saw, was that that I was the seductress mother and your queen and your slave right by you, serving you. And
So you can be a seductress mother, your queen, and your slave all in one person.
I mean, yeah.
I'm very confused.
If you're if you're going by the Gypsy Rose school of vampire wedding marriages, I guess I don't know.
And their BDSM, what is it called? BDSN? BMDS? What is it called? Bondage, submissive, BS.
It's BDSM.
So, even in that doesn't make sense, right? With
No.
your queen, your slave, and your mom. That's the most disturbing part, is that I'll be your mother, and your slave and your queen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just getting this clear for the audience.
Just in case you guys didn't.
Just in case you guys were as confused as I was.
I'm laughing at shit.
I can't grasp onto this.
It's uncomfortable, and so I think I'm just laughing because I'm not laughing at her because this is like this isn't an issue. Like, this is a big issue. My God, if somebody could have just intervened before all this happened.
Yeah.
It's so disturbing.
being there if you need me. So, I guess it will come true one day. If she had that vision, it'll come true. And you said that Nick had a similar vision, so one day it will happen. And our future together will be a bright one. I know that we want, hopefully, lots of children. And after we get married, we're gonna try and start right away, I hope. And the plan for if we have a boy first, we're gonna protect him and protect our children from the outside world.
So if you have a
because
girl,
they
you're
can't know
fucked.
about us. They can't know about you being a vampire. But we're gonna protect them and keep them educated on what not to say in front of people, and make sure that they understand the severity of keeping this secret. And
So she's saying that, like, basically she has to teach her child how to stay quiet and not to, speak about what they hear, or and it's
See
going to
in the
be
home.
protected if it's a boy. But if it's a girl, then we're going to hear right now what's going to happen. And the scary part is she now has a daughter.
Yeah.
If we have a girl, the way it has to be is if we have a girl, she has to lose her virginity to you because you are the master of the household. So, I'm going to have to explain that to her whenever she comes of age where it's time to explain it. Other than that, like when she's 7, I won't explain that, but around 13, I'll explain. And also, if you ever need someone to, I guess, feed off of, but not kill, obviously, you know that I'll always give you my blood. You know that if you're ever weak, or if you're ever so weak that, you know, you can't move, or you're just really, really sick, don't worry. I'll give you my neck anytime you need. It is always yours, just as I am always yours. So, I'm your woman, I'm your slave, and I'm proud to be. So, happy anniversary, my amazing, wonderful master. And I look forward to many, many, many more of anniversaries and birthdays and just so many happy, romantic, sexy things to look forward to. So, happy anniversary, my darling master. I love and adore you so much, and I'm always dreaming and thinking about you.
Okay, after that statement, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm laughing at her. I think I'm like out of my mind. Like, anybody who says that somebody can have sex with my 13-year-old daughter, let alone
She said,
dad.
I'm going to have to explain this to her. Not at 7, but maybe at 13.
When it's time for her to lose her virginity to her father at 13. I can't. I can't with the part where, and then you can suck my neck anytime. You can have my blood anytime. Anytime. I can't.
So my question, I have a lot of questions. Obviously I can't ask her, but so if they're role playing, is this like fake? Or is this something that Gypsy really wanted to play out?
I see it as a fantasy, not as role play. Like, I see it as like an actual fantasy.
Right.
Like, it turns her on
So she
to
really
talk
wants
about
this.
other women, Demona, being submissive to her man and her child.
Her vampire. So if they were to have a baby, is the baby human or vampire, or is it like
I don't know, but
a hybrid or what?
They have to keep it secret. No one can know. No one can, not even the kids can know that their dad's a vampire.
Right. They're like a hybrid, right?
Aren't they going to change eventually?
Do they have fangs?
I have no clue. These are the questions for the people. So can you please answer these questions for us? If you are part of this community of vampires who date humans, please enlighten us.
Above anything, I'm very concerned for her child that she has right now.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of concerned for Ken. Because Ken doesn't look like a vampire.
Yeah, and it could have been like she's immature, her first relationship. Maybe let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. It's role playing, whatever. But that's a sick role play. Like, I would never have a role play where I'm having my child be raped by their dad.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not.
And she was
normal.
very much into like the anime scene and stuff like that. So I think like the vampire, the cartoon, the, whatever, I feel like that's something that they were into. Honestly, I don't know if this is, again, something that she's going to really want to play out, or if this is just pretend. But either way, you don't even pretend to talk about this kind of stuff. The fact that somebody knew that this was going on and still let this girl free. And, okay, cool. How about you want to let her out? Let her out. Gut her. Take her girl parts out. so she can never, ever have children. Like, we got to come to some, we got to do better, man. And we wonder why we have problems like this. Like, this is an issue.
Yeah, I just think that some countries have it right when mental health care is free. People have access to it. Here, it's so hard to get the help that people need.
It's so expensive. It's so expensive. It's hard to find a therapist. It's ridiculous.
I just think that's something that should be available to everybody.
Especially somebody incarcerated.
Yeah.
That has been through the stuff that she has been through.
Yeah, and honestly, we don't know. I mean, maybe her probation officer checks in with her once a week. She's got all these monitoring systems in place. It could be. Who knows?
But I don't think she should have been able to have a child.
Yeah. I don't even think she should have, because when people get out of prison, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they go to like a halfway house? I don't know if that's the right term for it, but like a group home, halfway house, kind of in between, like a midway point where they stay there for a few years before.
I think
but was it because she was married? She went straight into a home to a man that she only knew because she met him in prison. And then she gets pushed over to this other man and having these views and these mindsets going in where I'm the slave. So of course these men took advantage of her.
Of course. Because
she's being submissive.
But remember, during all this, Lifetime is in there filming a whole docuseries on her.
Yeah,
so everything she's doing is being recorded, and now, and she's writing a book, and she, like the whole thing, like she's a star now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would just like to know what people think about it. So
this is just one of many videos that Into the Weeds has put up. So go to their channel, subscribe,
check them out.
Watch these videos because there's some of Nick, there's a plethora of her. Her mom is in some. I believe her dad is in some.
Talking about the same stuff?
No. It's very disturbing. It's really, really hard to watch stuff like this, but good for them, these girls that got this stuff released, because I think this is stuff that everybody needs to see, because this is the truth. This is real. This is her, this is her.
Uncensored.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have different feelings about the Gypsy Rose case. A lot of people do. And to be honest with you, my views on it have kind of ping pong back and forth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when it first happened, you feel sorry for her. You hear her story, the way the media portrays it, the way, it depends on the point of view that you're getting this information from. Right. And so it tugs at your heart. You feel bad for her, but then you see stuff like this and you're like, okay, she wasn't as innocent as she wanted the world to believe, or anybody wanted the world to believe. And she was a lot more grown up than we thought.
Yes. And her mom had Munchausen syndrome by proxy. So it's like, that is a disease. That is a god awful thing to, I've watched multiple documentaries on it. It's so fascinating to me, but it's horrible. So, you look at it from so many viewpoints. So my thoughts and feelings have gone back and forth, but nevertheless, I think she still needs a lot. She's going to need a lifetime of help, as is her daughter when she gets to an age when she realizes who her mother is.
And she's going to have access to these videos. Yep. That's the saddest part. I feel bad for her and her friends, her peers.
Yep.
There's nowhere that she can go where she's not going to be associated with this right here. So,
and that's really, really sad.
Yeah.
Really sad. And I think that maybe she should have taken that into consideration before having a child.
Yeah, definitely.
So, well, thank you for watching another week. If you would like to join our Patreon and you would like to see what we did on New Year's, then go ahead and join the Patreon, patreon.com/50 States of Madness. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.